Number 2 of the video where I talk most about Jakob Ellemann, Danish Prime Minister, who has become sick with stress, and a little compared to how politicians are and how they treat citizens and so on, and what should be okay to understand and what people don't care about. Similar has been done to others, more weak people. Maybe you can hear in my voice I'm a little angry. But one of the things Jakob mentioned also was that he was missing his children. So now he has got a job where he is more away from home, more away from his family, more away from his children. So of course they want people to understand that too, for one of the reasons that Jakob has gone down with stress. He misses children. He has just lost his father to death. And everybody can understand, of course, that's something that take hard on a person. And now I have seen in so many situations where different kind of people have lost some loved ones, where it has been said that everybody should understand that of course it will take long time to come back to normal, which they admit often people will never come back to normal when they lose something they have very dear. And each time I hear it, I get so angry inside for how they can say things like that in a way that everybody should understand that. And we still have a country and a world that steal children from parents and separate people for life. And when they have reaction on that, they just throw out some mental diagnosis which will hurt people for the rest of their lives. They will be punished on their diagnosis. But it was the mother who has taken over and talked about his situation and tried to defend him. But I must admit, here we also have some commentators, politician commentators from the television. They have had a program in the television where they talk about politic situations, and they have also laid out their opinion in this case, where they say it is weakening Jakob, the Danish defense minister, that his mom has gone out and speak about her son. Jakob Ellemann is weakened by his mother. But I want to show you Jakob's father, Uffe Ellemann. Maybe some of you remember he was in politician. He was very much in for European Union, and he became famous that he was running around with some EU socks. Here you see he showed them to some other politicians and make fun about it somehow. But what I want to come into is that his father, he was what I would call a charming troll. He was a very charming man. And I actually would like to get a psychiatrist look and opinion about what kind of person he was. Because if I should judge him anyway on the psychiatric diagnose system, it would be where you place narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths, and I have looked very much into mostly narcissistic personalities, because I have been more and more convinced that I have got children with a person who maybe could get a narcissistic diagnosis. But I remember once I saw a little video about these. They put those 3 diagnoses and bipolar also into that category, but we know many get the bipolar diagnosis. But I heard one said that they would not give people the diagnose narcissist and sociopath and psychopaths. And I don't remember the reason, but it was not a diagnosis that was often given. And I could have a suspicion that could have something to do with if you give those people that kind of a diagnosis, it's people who really do not have feelings for others, and sometimes they hurt people on purpose. So I could have a suspicion if you diagnose those people, they could end up to be even more dangerous, because they maybe feel threatened. Because a very known thing about those diagnoses are that if you go against them, you will get a hell of an enemy who will do whatever to put you down. But Jacob's father, he really was a charming troll, and I have a suspicion that many narcissists really are a charming person who can steal the light in any kind of company. Here we also have, the line says that it was Margrethe Vestager, another Danish politician, who has given those EU socks. But to me it's not EU socks, because there are 2 little stars. Here there are only 6 stars. And we know the 6 rings are used for some kind of action code. So I'm sure these socks were some kind of hint. The other socks he's shown has more stars, 1 star for each country in the European Union at the time. But I want to show you here how charming Jacob's father actually was. He was making fun, and he enjoyed how he get the attention for the fun he made.
We are going to win because, as we say, if you can't join them, beat them.
It was something, there has been a voting in Denmark about something in EU where it didn't go the way he wanted, I think. It was something with the military, as far as I remember. Maybe the line says it. It was something called Maastricht-traktaten. And I think the Danish people vote no. But there was some kind of football match at the same period. Denmark, it was in 1992, Denmark actually was the winning team in the EU EM football match. But they say Jacob's father invented this saying, if you can't join them, beat them. But here you see that he has put this Danish football, is it called scarf or something, on to some meeting in the EU. See how much attention he get out of it. He really is a charming troll who is bathing in sunshine, and I want you to see how he enjoys it. You can really see he enjoys the attention. I don't know what you think when you see the pictures of Jacob's father. How do you think it has been to grow up with a father like Uffe? A person who very clearly liked to steal the attention? When I have followed Jacob in his way, his way to be as a person in politics, when you see he is interviewed and so on, I have always had the feeling that he's a person who maybe has been raised up to believe that he is something big and he should be something big, exactly like his father. But at the same time, in between, he has tried to be funny, as his father was, but it has really not succeeded for him because his personality is not like his father's. He is not his father. He is not the same kind of charming troll as his father. He cannot make fun in the same way and make people love him for being that funny, because he is not that personality. And you can say, why is he not? Could it be because his father actually were the way he was? Could it be this father has stolen very much of the attention from the little Jacob child when he grew up? So he has ended up to become a little bit insecure. So deep down he maybe know or doubt if he could succeed in the same way as his father. But we have to make a number 3. Sorry if I stumble over the words in between, but I think you understand.